one exciting question all human beings seem to have asked in their lifetime is, what career should I go into? Like, what career should I start, or what career should I study? This one of the questions that all human beings at one time in their life have asked, right? Maybe when you're in secondary school, you have asked yourself, okay, like, what part of the senior secondary school should I go? Is it commercial class? Is it the science class, or is it the art class? And when after graduation from secondary school, you want to go to university, you want to be like, okay, should I study law? Should I study medicine and the rest? This is one of the exciting questions that all human beings we have asked, from generation to generation. This question have been asked, right? So, and our parents, most of the time, they will just advise you, okay, pick law, or they will just say, okay, pick medicine. Or you yourself may want to say, okay, I will pick engineering. I can just get a work at Chevron and I will be earning a high income, right? We tend to choose our career based on, sometimes our passion, and most people sometimes choose based on the kind of life they will be able to afford, choosing those career. For example, medicine, you'll be like, oh, they are going to be paying us a huge large amount of money. Or another people choose their career based on ability to see work. Believe me, there's so much career out there now these days. If you study them in the university, you just come back and then you just be moving from one place to another without getting any without being employed. You won't be employable, right? And this is the reason why we begin to advise people, or begin to encourage young one, even though nobody is stopping you from going to university or going to higher institution, but make sure you have an high income skill, or maybe make sure you have a skill that you can actually monetize. And one of those things that you can just monetize aside, maybe learning tailoring or learning fashion designing, or maybe hairdressing and the rest. One of the skill you can actually monetize these days is the tech skill. Believe me, it's one of the skill that you can just monetize. It is very, very easy to monetize. Like, you can be at the comfort of your home, and then you are working for people, for company at abroad, in US, in Canada, and the rest. Like, you can just be at home, and then you are attending to customer. And some of this skill can be like UI UX, like graphic designing, like front end and back end software development, like an app developer. Like, there are so many skills that you can just in tech that you can actually learn, and then you can eventually monetize. So if there's really a time in the history of humanity that there's need for a test skill, it is actually now. There's so much startup company. There's so much big company that actually demanding for people that actually have test skill, right? There's no any of the test skill. Talking about graphic designing, the list of them, right? Talking about front end, talking about UI UX, talking about data analysis or data science, any of them, like, there's no any one of them that you actually want to learn, right? That you want to dedicate your time to actually be a master in any of the industry, that you will not be smiling to the bank, because the company already in ground, waiting to employ you. And this is why ATC is offering a 3 days bootcamp, to enhance people like you, to enhance their skill, in front end development, whereby you'll be able to work with you'll be able to work with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And it is not just about the theoretical or practical part of this thing that we are going to learn. You'll be having an opportunity to interact with people that have been in the industry of front-end development or software development for a while, so that you'll be able to ask them any question that has been bothering your mind that you want to ask. So you'll be chance to ask them any of those questions. And then if there are opportunity for you, they will make those opportunity available. It will make those opportunity available for you. So you really want to be part of this program, right? So it is fully a practical thing, not just theory. It is not just a mouth to mouth thing. It is a practical thing whereby you'll be trained on how to make use of how to write to make use of all these languages, all this technology, as to how you'll be able to work with them. Who are the people that can actually apply for this program? Aspiring person that actually want to be a front-end developer. Do you want to be a front-end developer? You want to acquire the necessary skill to be able to interact, to create interface, for websites, right? If you actually have desire to if you are aspiring, to be a front-end developer, this is an opportunity that you should not miss. And also individuals that are looking for to switch their job, from maybe you're a banker or an accountant, and you want to switch your career. Like, this is a perfect opportunity for you to learn what these technologies are, and how they work, and how they interact with one another. And also, if you are currently a developer, maybe you are a back-end developer, you want to learn about the front end, this is a perfect opportunity for you, to learn more. So it is going to be a 3 days program. I will put the link below this video, so that you'll be able to click on it and apply. The earlier you apply, the better, because we are going to be choosing people that are going to be queuing, based on merit, and the first set of people that apply, right? So I want to encourage you that you input your details, information about you correctly, your name, your Gmail, and the rest, so that because we are going to be issuing out a certificate of participation after the boot camp, so that you'll be able to show that, okay, I actually enroll for a boot camp, I actually enroll for front end development training, so that you'll be able to show, to maybe to your potential employer that I'm actually certified front end developer. Make sure that you apply so that you'll be able to learn and equip yourself, for the future. So see you in the boot camp.